Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Happy Friday the 13th. That's right. It's Friday the 13th,
It
Gabby.
is. It
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Welcome to Bio Training Academy Live. My name is Anthony,
I'm Gabby.
and we're voice actors, and we're coming to you on the eve of Valentine's Day on
Aw.
this spooky Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be here for Open Forum Friday.
Yes.
Gabby, what
Bring
is
the
Open Forum Friday?
questions. It is a time where we tackle any subject, any question, any direction anybody wants to go, as long as it's about voiceover. Yeah, we'll discuss it all. I mean, we usually try to have a specific topic and stay within it. But on Fridays we just kind of throw it out the window and go, man, let's just do whatever you guys want. So yeah, we'll
Yep.
take it in any direction. My dog's here, he's sitting vigil, hanging out.
Love
Just
it.
he's going to the groomer in a little bit, and I think he knows because he's like,
Oh, is he? Oh, really? He's
yeah,
ready.
he's got this look about him right now, like, I don't wanna, but he loves it when he comes back, so I don't know what his deal is, but but yeah, Friday the 13th, we had our morning staff meeting a little while ago, and everybody was talking about all the weird little Friday the 13th traditions, the $13 tattoos, which I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna be honest. The flash tattoos are not my thing. But gosh, what else do we have going on? We've got some really cool stuff we are working on in the academy, and on two fronts.
Yes, we
And I
are.
want to throw this out there. If anybody has access to authors or an author network or a writing network, please let us know, because there's a few things we have in the works, and we would love to be able to connect more with the writing community. Of course, this relates to Academy Voices and everything that we're doing on the publishing front with audiobooks.
Yes.
Because they're the yin to our yang, right? What's a narrator
Absolutely.
without an author?
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an exciting thing that we're definitely working on. So yeah, I totally agree. If you know anybody or know anything, send them our way or message us and
Yeah.
talk to us, and we'd love to get a hold of them.
Yep.
Good deal. So,
Mm.
questions. It's time to put your questions in the chat. Anything that you may have.
Put your
This is
questions where
a
your mouth is. I don't know what
great
that
it's a great time to do that. Also, while we're waiting on that, next weekend we're doing one of our webinars,
That's
right? The
right.
VO Olympics
Yeah.
tech division.
The Olympics.
That's
Heck yeah.
right. And we're kind of going torn with make your audio sound golden.
Yep.
All right. For
We're
the
gonna
gold.
teach you how to get the gold
That's right.
in audio, how to
In
win that
audio on
medal.
your tech side. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're doing that'll be a lot of fun
I
doing
think so
that.
too.
And yeah, very excited about that. What else we got going on? Happy
Well, how many
Friday.
books have we published so far, Anthony?
We are up to about 520. And the thing is that we are, so because of this really cool stuff we're doing, this year has been interesting. I kind of made the decision, and it's picking back up because I just had to switch a few things around, of course.
Mm.
But certified human, right? Certified human voice is kind of something that we've been working on, and it just means that we are really taking, I think, steps necessary to make sure that people know that we are all human voices, and
All the time.
there's no AI. And
Nope.
so to do that, though, we want to make sure it's legitimate. And I thought, one thing would be if we have consent forms where they're like
Mm.
pledges that you sign. So,
Mm-hmm.
and also, I created an entire page on
Yeah.
Academy Voices for that. So it's just a lot of stuff switching around our things to our covers and stuff to identify those things. So with all that being said, it's just a lot of internal work going on, like Abby was saying, which is very exciting. But I think it's the right thing to do. It helps. And yeah, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
We got some questions
Yeah,
here.
Strange Storm Cat was asking about Monday's classes. Yeah, typically Mondays, I am your instructor. It's an exciting blend of right now my auditions and branding class, and then also once a month we have Vojo back to back, our
Yes.
all female group within the academy that
Mhm.
meets and discusses. What it means to be a woman in voiceover and all the things that go with it. So, yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern is what time that class is. We actually will not be meeting this week because Monday is President's Day.
Yes.
So we will be off for the holiday, but we will resume again on the 23rd. And so I think the follow-up question there, and she said, and now available on Launchpad question mark. The thing that we opened up on Launchpad is Vojo. So we're making that female sorority, that female group available. It is not weekly, it's once a month. We just had it this past Monday. So we'll have it again probably about the middle of March. Now, the question, Anthony, that I have gotten from a few people is how do Launchpad members access it? Or have we given them a public place to do that yet? Because I'm not sure.
That will be that'll have to be be put up in Launchpad in the thing. So yes, there'll be a link there. We might have to change around the link, Gabby. I can't remember if we had a separate link for that.
No, I don't think we do.
Okay. So is it separated though from the branding?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
then we can add it simply to Launchpad itself. So I will do
Cool.
that.
Okay.
So you can be
Awesome.
able to get it there. Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Very
nice.
cool.
Mhm.
And then of course, scheduling wise, we have acting 101, acting 201, we have our script workouts, we have our character classes, and then oh my goodness, Angela Olfest handling Launchpad every single week, every Thursday.
Absolutely wonderful.
She's got a rowdy ass group, man. I love it.
I love all of them. Well, everybody
Group
and
is
everybody is involved.
crazy.
Like everybody has access to Launchpad. If you're like in core as
Mhm.
well, you have access to Launchpad too.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of fun, and a lot of good work. I mean, I think it's safe to say we've been really growing as an entire academy,
Oh
especially on the
yeah.
performance side. And I think people have just been getting better and better. It's incredible some of the work that's coming out. I'm so proud of everybody. We've been working hard as a total academy on that week in and week out. And you could just tell our voice actors, their performances are just so amazing. They're just getting better and better.
They
So
are.
I'm so pleased with it. And I think VO Journey Academy, does stand for excellence. And I'm very excited about that.
I
So very
agree.
proud of everybody. Let's
Yeah.
see. We have good morning from Rochester, Minnesota.
Hi, Professor
With
Trice.
all the kinds of computers out there, what do you think is the most used, Mac or PC? Ooh, that's good. I'm assuming they most used for voiceover,
Yeah,
right?
the good old Mac PC debate. Oh boy.
Yes. Well, I mean, I have my own humble opinions, and then Gabby,
We'll take it away.
has
Let's
yours.
start with you.
I was always, of course, growing up. I was when we finally got a computer. When I actually
Mhm.
my first computer, I think, was when I got to college. But it was a PC, of course. So we had PCs. So and then when I went to work, it was Windows based. So and it was Windows based, always Windows based as the schools I worked on. It wasn't until I got into voiceover that I had
Mm,
seen, hey, the operating systems from Apple and Mac is just better for what we do, or at
yeah.
least it runs better with some of the software and the DAWs and things. So I got that, and it was very daunting at first to learn a whole different operating system, right? It
Yeah.
was very strange. But now I have used it for about 10 years and I love it. I still have a gaming computer that's, Windows based, of course.
Mhm.
But I recommend always to people to get a Mac
Interesting.
or a
Okay.
MacBook. How about you?
So it's funny because I think 10, 15 years ago, we got this question much more than we do now because back then It was Mac. It was Mac all the way. Mac was the superior product. Mac was the creative product. Mac just enabled us to do more faster and, yes, with less headache. However, as the years have gone on, I'll be honest, I think the difference is negligible now. I
Really?
don't, yeah, I do not see it being as big a deal. Now, I have both.
Interesting.
Okay. I have my day-to-day rig that I record on, in and out, PC, custom build. My video studio is Mac. And I volley back and forth between the two. And I just don't feel like there's a massive difference anymore. I think PC has come a long way. Now, I will say, if it's an out of the box product, right? And what do I mean by that? Like, literally, I'm going to go to Best Buy right now and I'm going to buy a computer. Mac. That's the answer, right? Especially if it's a laptop. But if you can build your own PC, which is very easy to do now, right? If you can custom build something, yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, because I think that, yeah, because the compatibility or the availability to build and to change and to progress with a PC is so much easier. It's really difficult with a Mac to do that.
Yes, it's impossible.
But I do think that, for me though, I still like Mac. I still like that. I've grown to love it.
I mean,
yeah,
it used to also be a cost point, right? Like,
yes,
build
true.
I could build a phenomenal PC tower, for $1,500, where that same computer would cost $6,000 if it was a Mac.
Exactly.
But now, right? Like,
right. But now that changed when they came with the Mac Mini. Really,
the Mac Mini,
lot, right?
The Mac Mini is a phenomenal little machine.
Exactly.
Now, you don't get any bells and whistles with it. You have to build out all your other parts, but it's great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Good deal.
Oh, this is interesting. This is a question we forgot about. I remember this being asked.
Yes.
Thunderbolt. There was a whole, let's talk Thunderbolt for a minute. You go ahead and start.
Oh, the Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I know.
So when I first got my Universal Audio Apollo Twin, right, it's Thunderbolt. And, the idea with the Apollo Twin or anything with Thunderbolt, right, is that it's supposed to be just a super fast, super fast speed, right? That puts you. But at the time, you could not get it more than 6 feet. That killed me. Right? Because I wanted to set up my studio, right? But then and I couldn't find it anywhere. Anyways, and then people were hawking fake stuff. Anywho, yeah, but the Thunderbolt was the main cord that you use with the Universal or the Apollo Twin. But at the same time, again, yes, you run into a slew of problems if you don't have the right adapters, if you don't have use at a docking station. There's a variety of things with it. So I love the Thunderbolt. I still use it right now with my Apollo Twin.
Same. Yeah, I've always been a fan of Thunderbolt. One of my favorite interfaces that is no longer manufactured, unfortunately, it's not supported anymore. It was a Thunderbolt Connect. It's far more reliable than USB, and it's more stable. And the computer communicates with it more seamlessly. My understanding has always been that when something is USB connected to the computer knows it's an external device, right? It sees it as like this is an add-on. Whereas with Thunderbolt, the computer is accepting it as if it were hardwired in. It sees it more as an internal component, which makes it more stable. I haven't needed a docking station for mine, but then again, when I built my PC, I custom built it with the Thunderbolt, connectivity there to make sure I had the port. Yep.
Yeah, that's so that's why, like, for me, it does bring, and I would say, Gabby, I don't know if you'd say if you're gonna use a PC, you want you wanna try to get something like that.
Yeah, agreed.
And because I know they make, like, in talking about the Apollo Twin, right? It usually, when it go for a PC side, it'll come with a USB, right?
Mm,
And I think a lot of people have some issues sometimes because of the US. Not that it's not compatible, it's just not as fast as the Thunderbolt. And
yeah,
I never really thought, or when you first start off, you're like, how different really? Like, how different is
it's
it really? You
pretty
know what I mean?
different.
You can question, you're like, how
Hmm.
different is it really? It
Hmm.
really, like, all of these things add up to a massive difference.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it really is. And I mean, a lot of people have the Scarlet. The Scarlet is such a popular option and
Yes.
people love it because it's inexpensive and it's easy to
Right.
operate, but at the same time, so many users have trouble with it, and I do believe that's because of that USB connection. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's
Let's see.
see. What kind of demo should I send to a dubbing house?
Mm,
Received a LinkedIn message. Seems legit. Cool.
okay. Yeah.
What kind of demo?
Well, what kind of dubbing do they do?
Mm, Good point.
That's a pretty big question. I think most dubbing houses have, well, it depends. Many of them have a specialty and some of them only deal in one type of dubbing, typically animation,
Hmm.
and others deal in more ADR, which is audio dialogue replacement for any number of things, right? It could be TV, it could be film, it could be commercial, it could be it's anything that needs to be localized to the English language. So knowing that can kind of help, but ultimately there's two things they're going to look for. They're either going to want a demo that showcases your acting prowess and your ability to narrate or interact within a scene, or they're going to want to see, a gaming demo of some sort. But your
Now,
commercial demo can also be helpful there.
well, I was gonna say, because I think it's more vital than ever to have demos that match what you're sending
Mhm.
demos. Like, we always joke about, you don't send a car commercial demo to an audiobook
Right.
audition. But I was gonna ask you, in lieu of having those, what would be the backup, the commercial demo, right? Like,
Mhm.
what you have. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you might not be able to get out there and do that, right? Like,
No, no, and you can,
yeah.
I think in those kinds of situations, just having an honest conversation, right? If they reached out to you, I don't think there's any harm in saying, "Hey, here are the demos I have right now.
Hmm.
Is there something specific you're looking for or that you would prefer I send you and I can, put something together?"
Yeah.
That willingness is always great. And when you do that, sometimes they'll just say, "Oh, we don't need a whole demo. Hey, how about we just send you some copy and you read it for us and do sort of a custom audition?"
Good deal.
Yeah.
No,
A lot
I
of
like
places will
that.
do
That
that.
was good.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, now for a dubbing, for a demo, or for that, I mean, I would assume, how would you, it seems to me like that would be more better to have a video demo for that, correct? Like, what do you do with a
Yeah.
with an audio demo for dubbing?
That's just
That's
it.
not a regular demo.
I mean, because really what they're looking for is your acting skills. I mean,
Right.
unless they're specifically wanting to see the dub match. But in most cases, I mean, yes, it's partially about your skill set, but it's largely about the final production and how it was put together. Um, like I have some of my previous ADR work, I just have the video samples of the work on my website of the actual
Yes.
project because that's really the only way to show that off. That's where a YouTube channel is so important.
Yeah, it's
YouTube
interesting.
channels are great for that.
I'd gotten an email that goes to say we probably could do something next week. We'll write a note down or something about video demos, because I
Mm,
think that, like, I'd gotten an email yesterday from someone who'd found my website, and they liked the portfolio, because on my website I put up, of course, on the front page you can see the a quick player, that
yeah.
plays memos, but on my portfolio page I like to show my voiceovers and videos,
Mm,
right? If you can have them, right? So, then they were alluding to which video they liked the performance on, and that's what they wanted me to audition with, that particular type of performance. And I think that, that kind of I guess extra, or that kind of expanded view for people
mhm.
is a good thing to have.
Yeah.
And but it does kind of raise more questions, like, how do you, if you're beginning, how do I get a video demo? Do you
Right.
make it? Do I make it? How do I,
Right.
where do I get the footage for that? There's a lot of
Mhm.
questions that go. And I will say this, and this is, if you do it and you don't do it well, it can have the opposite effect.
Disaster.
Right, it can
Yes.
really turn people off, even if you've got a great voiceover. Because, like
Yeah.
Gabby said the other day, remember, when you're doing a voiceover to video, to imagery, you are not the star of that video. The imagery is, right? The video is. You are the supporting actor who is telling us, right? You're telling us what we're seeing or what we should be
Mhm.
thinking. So they're, first and foremost, they're watching and they're listening to the music and to the images. And yeah, so because I've seen a lot of really, good meaning voice actors screw up stuff because they just couldn't get the video look. It looks so generic, or it was not
Yeah.
mixed right. And
Yeah.
um
It's its own art form.
it
I
is. It
I
is.
have long joked that God gave me all the room in my brain for audio and left me with no room for video knowledge. So I farm out, yeah, all my video needs because I'm like, I just don't have, it's a different skill set. It really is. Yeah.
No, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it can be very, but I always say too, the reason why this is so important for us
Mm,
today is because you cannot share, like, you can't share MP3 files, or what, you can't share audio files on socials.
no.
You can't. You have, I mean, you can link
You
to something,
can, but
but
it's
not like a video,
the
right? Like, they have to
yeah,
go
like
click
who's
on it and go somewhere. They can't
yeah,
listen to it in the socials, or, and but you can share MP4 files.
yes.
So, I think that that's another important aspect of all of this to consider. But yeah, it's definitely something good to talk about. And there's also, like, if you are going to go down that, what software do you use to make the videos? That's always
Mhm.
a big part. Do you use free software? Do you use paid software? What do you use? I have,
Let
we
me tell
can,
you, that is a
yeah.
pain in the ass. Like,
That's right.
such a pain in the ass. Like, it is it's just its own world,
Mm.
and then your After Effects, I mean, it's just like audio where, right, we have Adobe Audition, and then we also have Isotope, and then it's a whole other slew of products for video. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, we have something cooler. Did you know Avion History is on Audible now?
Woo! Yay!
Nice. That is so awesome. What is
That
it?
is cool.
Yeah, so Avion History is a new series that we are doing, kind of like unsolved mysteries of history, but it's dramatized. So that's, it just makes it super cool. It is. It is, and we already have a review. Let me get it. I love that. If
We
you
have a
haven't,
review, yay!
that's what I'm talking about. If you haven't had a chance to take a look, head over to, I'm trying to see, like, how do you, I always trying to share stuff when it comes to do more options. How do you share things from, this is awful. There we go. Let me see.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you share it
I
from,
don't know, you should be able to.
well, yeah, I know, I always mess up. It's always somewhere. There's like, here's a link. Oh, because wait. So they'll let you put it on Facebook or link. Anyways, if you go and you type in Avion History,
It'll
that's
be there.
stupid. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. Because it's up on my particular one. Wow, it's already got 2 ratings.
Ooh.
People are rocking and rolling.
Hey, are we gonna be live on Monday, or are we taking off too for
Oh no, so
President's
we're
Day?
not.
Oh, boo.
So President's Day, I don't know, are we?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Because actually I don't think the kids have off.
They should.
I don't think so. I don't think they get off for President's Day.
Wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's at the top of your page on Audible. To the top of your page on Audible. Wish list person. I don't know. Well, somebody else can put it in the chat and share, because I can't seem to find where it is. Because they used to be on the bot, like right where there's like a link, a little link thing that you can share. But anyways, yeah, check that out. Avion History, super cool. I wanted to have Caesar and Rebecca on as well, because they were on Angela's show.
Yeah.
Wanted to have it on our show and talk about it, because I think it is the reason why I think it's a fun and a big deal, because we're dramatizing it. So it's not just us, telling the story, whatever, but it's being dramatized, which means that not only are we telling the story, but we also have background music, sound effects, and there's also dramatizations by Caesar and Rebecca in it, where we're dramatizing certain parts of the journey, as well as there's a lot of mystery, of course, still revolving around what actually happened to Amelia Earhart. So we've put some really cool stuff together, and it's great acting and performances. So that's why I'm super excited about it as well, because it's great. Yes, very immersive. Good word, Josh. That's what I'm talking. Very immersive. Oh, there's Rebecca. My kid is definitely home on Monday, so double check that.
So some kids are off. Okay.
Well,
I think that about does it for us. I have a dog that I gotta go drop off at the groomer now.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, you guys. Well, listen, thank you so much for watching. Check out Avion History. Amelia Earhart on Audible, or it should be on Spotify, wherever you're listening to stuff. And also check out Academy Voices VO Journey. We'd love to have you as we make more and do all kinds of other stuff. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. See you later. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye.